Mr. Gray lifts the pistol and aims it at Mr. Millstone's head. Sir, let me explain the rules. You will be asked 3 questions. If you answer correctly, you may refrain from pulling your trigger. For each incorrect answer, you shall pull it. If you stop playing, I will then shoot you squarely between your eyes. Are you ready? Is this a joke, sir? I will set this pistol on the table. There is only 1 cartridge in its chamber. Mr. Gray places the pistol on the table and pulls a small revolver from inside his robe. How will you explain my murder, sir? The sheriff is a dear friend of mine, and the district judge sits at my poker table every Thursday night. I tell them you woke me up from my sleep and were quite distraught about your life and placed a pistol to your head and pulled the trigger. I'd say there was nothing I could do. They would send people over to wrap your body up and carry you off to the county morgue. It's that simple. Pick it up. It's time to play. Mr. Millstone hesitates for a moment, then lifts the pistol. Your humanity has abandoned you, sir. Mr. Gray points his revolver at him. Put your barrel against your temple. Question 1. Why do you want to rob me? I was only curious with no intention of stealing, sir. That's a lie. Pull your trigger. I answered correctly, sir. I'm the judge here. Don't force me to shoot you. That's absurd! No. It's a moment of truth between life and death, and you're standing in the middle of it. On the count of 3, I'll make the decision for you. 1, 2... Stop! You're right. I'm wrong. Isn't that what you want to hear? You killed for it. Does that make me any worse than you? The only difference here, Mr. Millstone, is I'm living and you're dying. Let me walk out. Let me walk out of here, and I promise to never speak of it again. I can't do that. But if it helps any, I'll turn my back to you, sparing you the humiliation of blowing your brains out. Mr. Gray slowly turns his back to him. If you're thinking of shooting me, my blood will be on your hands, and your neck will be stretched like a piano chord. You're a dead man either way. Caught in the clutches of indecision, Mr. Millstone nervously hesitates. On the count of 3, I will turn and decide your fate. 1, 2. The lights go to black. Act 2, Scene 12. The lights remain black for a few moments, and then slowly rise on Thornton and Mr. Millstone. There is a steady silence between these 2 men. I know you didn't mean to do it, sir. Don't forget who's on trial for murder. After you quietly pulled a knife from your boot and stuck it in him several times, I saw you run from the parlor covered in his blood. I know nobody's going to believe what I saw that night. This charade won't buy your freedom, Thornton. You said if I told you where the gold was, I'd be a free man. Well, sir, there's something you don't know about Mr. Gray. He was a real prankster, yes, sir. Half of what he said was usually a shallow truth at best. Mr. Gray always got a good laugh, tricking people into thinking what he wanted them to believe. there, there never was any buried gold, sir. I'll let the guards know you're ready to return to your cell. He picks up his briefcase and moves to exit. Sir, hey, before you run off, can you answer me one thing? I'm afraid I best make peace with my maker before joining my Tabby and Mama. Yes, sir. I'm curious about one thing. From where I was sitting under the staircase, it was hard hearing what was said. I swear I heard Mr. Gray saying something. It'd mean a lot to me if you could tell what he was saying before my daddy died. Mr. Millstone contemplates for a moment. He whispered, I'm a man of mirrors, and my reflection will haunt you all your living days. Thank you, sir. You asked me once if my daddy left me anything. Well, sir, in his dying breath, he set me free. The only place you're going is up the steps to a hanging rope. He starts to exit. Sir, do you see that ventilation grill on the floor over there? He stops and looks. Down there, in the basement, the sheriff and his men are hearing every word you say. Mr. Millstone sets his briefcase on the floor. Was everything a lie? Mostly. I peppered and salted it to make things interesting. My Tabby used to tell me truth is found somewhere between the shadows of the sprawling oak trees and the noonday sun. What the hell does that mean? Damned if I know. I'm still trying to figure out her meaning. I imagine truth and lying are closer cousins than most folks think. But what I do know, real truth always comes out in the wash. Thornton slowly stands from the table. You know what I'm going to do? I'm heading to Mrs. Tilly's and find an empty stool and get me a big piece of peach cobbler pie. Yes, sir. And I'm happy glad the South lost at Gettysburg, 'cause if they didn't, I wouldn't be a freedman. One of my regrets is that Tabby didn't leave Mr. Gray long ago. In many ways, he was just plain out wrong on almost everything. Thornton takes a step and stops. Another thing, sir, the food in here isn't half bad. And if you ask nicely, they'll give you an extra pinch of salt. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going out of here and find myself a new life. Thornton exits as Mr. Millstone leans against the table, with the lights dimming to black. The end.